Hi, this is Shupriyo. So, the RBI Grade B 2021 Phase 1 cutoff. Well, what do we say about this exam? It was definitely one of the hardest papers ever, and the good news is that we don't have to wait too long for the results. So, I think maybe in a week or 10 days you're going to get the results. So, you don't have to wait too long. Let us try to find out what the expected cutoff can be. Now, a disclaimer, like always for any cutoff videos, nobody can actually predict the cutoff. Nobody knows what it's going to be. But what we do is we take the responses from the people who have attempted this examination, and then we talk to people and we try to understand the difficulty level and whether there's a semblance of understanding about the cutoff. So we just analyze it like that. So that's what I have done. And let's think about the expected cutoff. So I will begin with the expected cutoff. So if that's the only thing that you want to see, so let us first see the Telegram responses. So I asked you for your attempts. So you've told me. Now we got close to like over 2,000 people voted, and I just was actually checking all the things. So below 100, if we see the attempts of people who have attempted below 100, so it will be roughly around 1,400 people or so who have attempted below 100 this time, and above 100, so this is about half that number. So about 700 to 800 people, they have actually attempted above 100. Now these are only attempts, and remember that a large section of people who have attempted in this region, they have made a lot of guesswork. So that is what we are getting, actually the sense that we are getting, because the paper was extremely hard, and we're going to talk about that. So that is why I feel that the chances of people making mistakes, that gets very high. And another important thing, another very interesting thing actually, that people were talking about, so the 2017 paper. Now I had actually attempted the 2017 paper, RBI Grade B Phase 1 paper. Now these are my marks that I scored that time. So remember, the cutoff for that paper, it was 78. All right, so the cutoff was 78, and as you can see, like I scored like 89.75. It wasn't really a great paper for me. I think I attempted around 100 to 110 marks. So a lot of questions I got wrong. So I think that for 2017, the quant and the reasoning, so reasoning was still okay, still manageable. It was hard, but it was manageable. But quant, oh my god, 2017 quant, and I think even 2021 quant, everybody is saying that it was so lengthy, so difficult, and yeah, it was probably cat level, almost. Yeah, we could say that. So quant was terrible for me. Imagine just getting 7.5 in quant, and I'm not like that bad at quant. But yeah, and do you remember what the cutoff was? So the cutoff for quant, it was 4. Imagine that. Cutoff for the general category for the quant paper was 4, just 4 marks. So effectively I got almost double of that anyhow. So the thing is that we cannot ever predict. These kinds of things happen, and the reason that I showed you this is that in that paper I had attempted quite a like 110 or like 110, and you see my score. So when the paper is tough, then there's a high likelihood that people are going to make mistakes, that they are not going to actually be able to solve in the correct manner. So based on that and a lot of other factors, I feel that the cutoff, definitely it's going to stay quite low this time. So I was expecting somewhere in the range of 75, the cutoff, but I think it could go even down. So it could go to the 70 like mark, or like around that 70 mark it can actually revolve, and the maximum that I expect the cutoff to go is about 80. So I don't think it will cross 80. Like, it's impossible, because this time you have a little bit more vacancies as well. So a lot of the people who are in the bottom sections, they are also going to make it. So that's also going to be a reason for the cutoff to be in this range. Remember that the vacancies are quite high. Actually, this is an all-time high, the number of vacancies. So that's why I think this is the kind of range that you can expect for the cutoff. And yeah, I feel that even if you have attempted very less marks, you should still try to prepare for the phase 2 examination, and I'll tell you why. So let's just go into the next section. So now for the general awareness, what I found was that there was a lot of emphasis on banking awareness. So a lot of banking awareness questions were actually asked, and I think that those of you who have completed my banking awareness series, so you have been actually benefited quite a lot, and you could solve many questions. And also I had made like 303 MCQs, so not a lot of questions came from that, but a few questions, they were actually in a few shifts. I found that some questions, they were actually asked from those questions that I had made, so that also might have helped you. But in general, if you see the general awareness paper this time, it was extremely convoluted, it was extremely deep, and let me just show you some questions. So let me show you few questions. Now this, like, can you expect that they are asking these types of questions? Like Myoko festival, nobody has heard about it. Like if you are from the northeast, you know, but yeah, it was not in the news. Then the Estonia independence date. Now just because Estonia is electing a new head of state, you don't go and ask about the independence date. Like who reads that kind of stuff, right? Nobody reads that kind of stuff. And Seychelles president originally from like origins, come on, like nobody reads origins. So the World Trade Organization Director General's ethnicity was actually asked. This was quite surprising to me. We had covered the name but not the ethnicity. And the traditional sports in the Khelo India games, yeah, definitely another weird kind of a question. Then this question, like I was laughing when I saw this question, like Kagiso Rabada was in which IPL team? Like you were asking weird questions, and not just these kinds of weird questions. They had questions from private companies, like some private company did something, and that was some news item, and they asked from that question. I think about West Bengal or something. There was a question like that from a private company. Like a private company can do whatever they want. You are not supposed to ask this in a bank examination, in such an important examination. And like which country doesn't share Myanmar border? Like this is a geography question. This is not current affairs. This is not general awareness. And Bimal Janal tenure as the RBI governor. Now again, we don't read about the tenure of each and every single person. Like that's impossible to read. You don't expect me to remember all that stuff. And the innovation index. So again, these indexes that you are reading, it becomes very important that you go ahead and see the details of those indexes. So some people, they don't read the details. You have to go drill down to the details, and you have to find out like the number of the South states that are in the top 5. And also there was like Global Innovation Index last year ranking. So it's not the current ranking that they're asking the last year ranking as well. Imagine that. So those things are also something that you have to read. Then Girnar, in which district of Gujarat? Like it's a famous place, but district nobody remembers. And Tesla invested how much billions into like Bitcoin? This was a huge news recently, but still this is again a private company investing their cash reserves into Bitcoin. Now why are you expecting me to know that? Like of course, like people who are into finance, like I could tell you this, like this is general knowledge for me, but not for everybody. So you shouldn't be asking these type of questions. Then what is not in the CRPF Act? So as you see, like from these questions, you can understand the kind of things that they are getting at. They are basically just trying to eliminate you. There's no other reason for asking these questions. So GA, it is always easy, right? So people pull up their marks in the GA section, but this time the GA section went very south. And this is why I feel that the veterans, they really must have struggled. Like the people who only rely on their GA, they are not that good in the other sections. So my God, help them. So anyhow, this is the thing that happened. Then for the English, now for English, I think sometimes some shift they had 4 passages as well. So I don't know why 4 passages were asked. Like in phase 1, that's not supposed to happen. Some questions were a little bit lengthy. So even English wasn't that easy. So it was comparatively easier. Of course, if you are good in English, you would have scored okay, but it did take some work. And quant and reasoning, we don't have to get into that. Everybody knows what happened in quant and reasoning. So quant especially, extremely difficult. I know people who were thinking that we don't know where to start our solutions and everything. And reasoning also, convoluted, lengthy puzzles, you know, having 4 variables, and then weird types of just convoluted dense questions were asked. So quant and reasoning, again, the difficulty level went through the roof. And this is why I feel that the quant and reasoning sectional cutoff this time will be going very, very low. So don't worry about it. It's going to go very, very low. So these are the kinds of things that I found out from the analysis part. And I just want to tell you that in phase 2, you're going to see another set of surprises. So be very, very ready. Now, of course, all these bad things. Now, what is the good news? So basically the good news, there are two things that I can tell you. The first thing is that the veterans, the people who have been preparing for a long time, they are really going to struggle with this paper, because this paper was somewhat, unexpected. And I feel like people who are new to the preparations, they would have gotten an edge because they don't know what the regular pattern is, and they would have focused on all the sections. And the second thing is that this time you have actually changed the pattern, right? So RBI has changed the entire pattern of the phase 2 examination. So they have made it a lot more technical, the phase 2. So you need to have in-depth knowledge because you are going to write down descriptive answers. So in-depth knowledge is going to be asked. So the strange thing is that if you have in-depth questions in phase 2, there is no point of making phase 1 that difficult. So phase 1, it is totally poles apart from phase 2. So people who are good at phase 1, they are not that good at phase 2. And sometimes this actually happens. Some people, of course, they manage both well, but most of the times the people who are really contenders for RBI, they are great at phase 2, but they barely qualify phase 1. So those kinds of people are going to be eliminated this time. So you have to understand this thing, that you stand a huge chance if you get selected. So I would encourage all of you to not neglect your preparation, because there's so many seats this time. And phase 2, I think the competition for even average students, it's going to be a lot easier this time around. There's a section of people who rely on their GA and then they crack phase 1 and then they sit in phase 2. So that section of people are going to struggle a lot. So that is why I tell you that if you have cracked this examination, if you find your name in the list for phase 2, you are going to have a very, very high chance of qualifying the phase 2 examination. So do not stop your preparation. I have actually some plans of trying to help you out as well. I've been a bit busy, so I don't know, like a course on the economic survey was something that I was thinking about. The budget, of course, the course, you have seen it, so definitely that's going to help you. And that's just it. Keep preparing and don't be down. Anything can happen. You're going to get the results very, very soon. And I definitely think that the people who are going to crack phase 2 this time, each and every single one of you stands a very high chance of making it into RBI. This year, it's going to be very, very weird. And even the interview, it has a high weightage. So just hope for the best and don't stop your preparation. Prepare for phase 2, and I'm definitely sure that it's going to help you out in the long run. I hope that you learned something from this video and that it was beneficial to you. If you enjoyed it, please click on the like button and share it with your friends. And if you want to see more of this kind of content, please click on the subscribe button and do not forget to click the bell icon so that you, my friend, do not miss any future update. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.